Welcome back to Road to Fire. We're a family of four documenting our journey to FIRE, financial independence, retire early. Let's chat about the 7 stages of financial independence. I will share details on how we're tracking towards our FIRE goal, what stage we're on now, and when we expect to hit FIRE with all the numbers like always, so please hang with me. Today, we are 29% to our FIRE goal, and we aim to reach financial independence by the end of 2030 or around my 40th birthday. I'm not sure how I made that timeline, but 40 sounded like a good place to start. I'm not stuck on us meeting this date because we are living our best life and enjoying everything as we pursue FIRE. We haven't given up on travel, museums, date nights, family fun nights, or any of these activities that brings us joy. Right now, most of our net worth is in our stock investments as planned. We do have a sizable amount in equity within our homes, but our goal is to have a good amount invested in the stock market. But our first FIRE milestone is to hit $1 million invested in the stock market. Right now, we have about $700,000 invested, and April wasn't the best month for us overall. But that only means an opportunity for us as we continue to invest through dollar cost averaging. But what I need to do is break out our FIRE goal into years so we have a checkpoint along the way. Can we get to $1.5 million net worth by this time next year? Right now, we have about $900,000 as our total net worth, and it's hard to outline tangible goals because we can't control the stock market. We have updated our FIRE number because our family expanded, but I think our target today is set for at least the next several years. But I really want to know what stage we were on our FIRE journey. We found FIRE in 2019 and really started our FIRE journey in 2020 when I started this channel. So in sum, our road to FIRE will be about 10 years in total. Of course, we could go faster, but I am in no hurry. We have some financial windfalls that we expect to get in the next few years, and that should help us propel us in the right direction. I'm not banking on it, but yes, I do hope my company gets sold soon so we can cash out. But at what stage are we in our FIRE journey? Here are the 7 common stages of financial independence. Now, there are several different thoughts on this, but I feel the authors of Get Rich Slowly explain this the best. So stage number 1 is financial dependency. There isn't a single person who hasn't been financially dependent on someone else. Think about your childhood or your teenage years. You relied on your family, parents, aunts or uncles, or whoever raised you to take care of you financially. This is a survival stage. How long you stay here varies from person to person. Now, I received my college scholarship senior year in high school and moved out just after my 18th birthday. That was the last time I was dependent on anyone financially. I knew my parents would not have the funds to pay for my school, so I had to get a job, do work study, or work on campus, and that was my main priority in freshman year. But that wasn't the same path for my friends or my family members or other siblings, because it took us all different amounts of times to get out of the financial dependency stage. Now, I started working at 12, so saving and having my own money was the norm. But you are not only in this stage if you rely on others to help pay for your expenses. You're in this stage if you spend more than you earn or if your debt's payments exceeds your income. Your main goal is getting to the next week. Staying above water is key. It was imperative for me to get out of this stage fast, and my college experience helped me move quickly into stage 2. Now, stage 2, or financial solvency, is when you make enough to pay your bills on time. This is when your income exceeds your expenses and you no longer have to rely on anyone to pay your bills. In sum, solvency is defined by the ability to pay one's debt. We stayed in this stage for years. We dwelled here. We reached here at about 19 or 20. I graduated at 20, and we both had good paying jobs. We were able to pay our bills on time, and we were building decent credit scores. We had no problem getting to this stage, but without a clear vision, we didn't know how to get out of it. We were comfortable and not in a good way. We didn't see a need to move from this stage. Before I learned about FIRE, this stage was our goal. We were able to pay our bills and not have to depend on anyone. This to us was success. We didn't see the need to push farther. So yes, we stayed at this stage for almost a decade. But in 2019, when I found FIRE, that ignited my passion to reach for higher financially. It was like a light bulb went off once I heard about FIRE, and that's when we started pushing to get into stage 3. So stage 3 is financial stability. You can pay your bills on time and build an emergency fund. At this stage, you're able to build a sufficient emergency fund and are working towards repaying your consumer debt. You can manage unexpected events or unfortunate events because you have a solid emergency fund. We reached this stage at about 31, and we had a solid 3 months to 4 months emergency fund at the time. We focused on having a 3-month emergency fund first, then worked to build a 6 months after our family expanded a year later. This provided us with not only more security, but stability. This is when we started to see money as a tool to help us build the lifestyle we wanted. The more financial stability we had, the more choices we could make. Unlike stage 2, we were able to jump to this stage much quicker. Things started to move faster once our mindset changed. So stage 4 is debt freedom. You are 100% debt free. You've eliminated all debt, including student loans and mortgage, and you have enough banked that you can quit your job at a moment's notice without hesitation. A lot of people in the FI community call this your FU money or screw you money. This will be about 1 year's worth in an emergency fund. For us, that's about $100,000. I absolutely see the benefit of eliminating all debt. But for us, we wanted to be 100% consumer debt free. This would mean eliminating all of our bad debt and only having our mortgages left. We reached this late in 2023 and when I was about 34 years old. But according to this definition, we have not reached 100% debt freedom, and we do not have enough saved yet to leave our jobs tomorrow without feeling the pains of the loss of the income. I personally would like us to have a 1-year runway before even thinking about that option. So right now, I'd say we are technically in stage 4, but with the focus on our screw you money versus paying off our final debt or our mortgages. Because we don't plan on paying off our mortgages. There are 3 reasons. First, both of our mortgages have an interest rate sub 3%, with one at 2.25%, so very, very low. I think our dollars can be working harder for us in other areas such as investing. Secondly, one of our properties is a rental and the mortgage is being paid by the tenants and some. We average about $300 to $500 of profit after property management and all of the expenses. Since we've had the property, they have always been rented, so we've been very fortunate. Lastly, our current home is not our forever home. It's not even our 10-year home. We have been here for about 2.5 years, maybe a bit more, and I'm happy we are here, but this isn't where we want to stay long term. I don't see the need to pay off a mortgage for a home I don't even want to live in for more than maybe 2 years tops. But don't get me wrong, I do see the value of not having a mortgage. That is one of our largest expenses after childcare. To not have that would be so amazing, but we haven't really found the final location or place we would want to stay for a long time. I see us renting out our current home as selling it wouldn't make any sense. Then we'll move to a new place or buy a new place closer to my son's school. Now, I hate moving, so even thinking about this is annoying me, but instead of focusing on paying off our mortgages, we are focusing on building our emergency fund up and investing more. Getting that financial or liquid runway is key, especially with the uncertain times we have right now. Now, I've always been torn on paying off our mortgage, but share your thoughts in the comments below if you are pro or against paying off your mortgage early. So stage 5 is financial security. You achieve financial security when your investment incomes can cover your basic needs. That is based on how much you have saved and invested. Even if you never worked another day in your life, you have enough to afford simple housing, basic food, essential clothes, and insurance. This would be your base budget or your noodle budget. You would have enough invested to meet your basic needs. For us, that would be about $6,000 a month without childcare and $8,000 with it. So we'll need about $1.6 to maybe $1.8 million invested in the market to reach this amount. We are definitely not there. We have about $700,000 invested today, so we got a long way to go. Some people might see this as coast fire. Coast fire refers to when you have savings for retirement, but you need to work to cover your living expenses today. So you have enough invested for your future self during traditional retirement, but not enough invested to cover your expenses now. We have reached coast fire, but have not reached financial security, but I can't wait until we get there because this is a huge milestone for us. Stage 6 is financial independence. It's when your investments cover your current lifestyle needs today. What you have saved and invested is able to cover all of your expenses. Now this is our ultimate goal. We are currently on stage 3, and this stage seems just so far away, but if we stay to our plan and keep investing, it's going to happen. I'm staying motivated, driven, and excited about this, but I don't know a single person in my circle of friends or family who is financially independent. But I hope my journey charges others to pursue financial independence too. Today, our FIRE number is $3.1 million, and that includes $2.7 million invested in the market to cover our expenses today. But I actually do see our expenses going down as my kids get older and both enter into the elementary school years. Well, I hope it does. So the $2.7 million is definitely over what we need for the future, but we'll keep that locked in for the next couple of years. So the final stage is financial abundance. In this final stage of financial freedom, you have more than enough. Your passive income from all sources will not only fund your lifestyle indefinitely, but it gives you the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and however you want. In this stage, money is no longer a concern for you and those around you. We hope we can share our wealth when we hit this stage. I see myself building wealth to give and to give and to give to others. But before I learned about FIRE, I never imagined I'd be able to have a lifestyle like this. I'm not a pro athlete, not a celebrity, I don't come from money, and definitely didn't win the lottery. It never crossed my mind that I could be this type of wealthy. It was always for others, but not for me. But after we started this journey and joined this community, I know it's possible. It's just a matter of time. So what stage are you in your FIRE journey? Share in the comments below. We are at the debt freedom stage, working on our emergency fund while pursuing financial security, so a little bit of both. But being on stage 3 and trying to get to stage 6 can be a little bit discouraging, I'm not going to lie. But each stage has a different timeline. We can do it. I wish we didn't get stuck on stage 2 for so long. We were young, but I wish we had known or found FIRE younger and started this process much earlier. I mean, we aren't old. I'm 35 in about 3 weeks, but if I had someone or known someone who knew about FIRE or budgeting or saving, things definitely would be different right now. I never had a financial leader or anybody providing this type of guidance in my life. Actually, all of my financial help and knowledge comes from books and online figures. I need to remember that this isn't a sprint. Building wealth takes time. We are doing exactly what we need to do to get where we need to go, and it's just a matter of time before we hit there. Sometimes timelines can create added pressure. I needed them as goals wouldn't be quote-unquote smart, but it's okay if things don't happen exactly as planned. I can't wait to check in on this 1 year from now and see what stage we are in then. Now, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time.